Welcome everybody. Today we are here because we are now going to meet the new owners of a beautiful apartment in the historical center of Orvieto, Scalette al Duomo. They are a couple from Russia. Well, they are currently living in America. They are named Linura and Sergey. And so let's go to meet them. Okay, so welcome and thank you for the time you are giving to me. And today we are now meeting the new owners of Le Scalette al Teatro, a charming apartment in the historical center of Orvieto, a town in Umbria. As always, we would like to start our interviews by getting to know a little more our clients. So what is your job and what do you do in your life?
Actually, just we live here. We're Russian Americans. Let's say we came from Russia and we live here for 25 years. And Linura is doing accounting, and I'm a general manager in a medical company. So that's what we do here in America.
Okay, and you?
She's an accounting.
Yes, I'm
an accounting in the company.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So now you are in America, right?
Yes.
Okay. For example, why did you decide to purchase a property in Italy?
Actually, it was Linura's idea, and here in America, we live like a life. We just always have to run somewhere, always have to do something, and it's like always living to work. Kind of. Mm-hmm. So what we see in Italy, the people enjoying the life.
Yes.
So they
live in balance. Like
yes, it's a balance between the job and the life, just to live, yes. Kind of just to enjoy the life. Yeah. So that's what we like mostly about the Italy.
Yes, every time we travel to Europe, we see that people look differently. They more enjoy their life, they're smiling, it looks like they're more relaxed. And we realize that really in New York, you live to work, you run, and you cannot stop because everyone is running. And at some point, you think it's like too much. And every time going to vacation, especially to Italy, you're like, oh, there is different life, and we wanna also live that life as well. And also, everything you see in Italy, it's so beautiful, and art and history. And like I said to my husband, it's look like Italians, they have like beauty in their gene. Like everything around it's so beautiful, and people are so beautiful. And we really start to think about how if we can live in this place too. It's some part of our life.
It's like a Pet Shop Boys. Remember the song? We want to live with the beautiful people, something like that.
Well, it's a pleasure to understand that you are completely in love with our country. And so it's a pleasure to have you in our country as well, of course. Talking about real estate in general, how did you get to know our group?
After we think about how we can like really to live in Italy, we start to look around for real estate agency, and of course through internet. And your website, it's really like pop up for our attention, because the website is really nice and it's really easy to use, very looking great. And plus, very big plus for us was that you have Russian-speaking real estate agents, because even to be American, sometimes it's easier like to discuss some details faster in your own language. And it was also a very big plus. And this is how we sent email, and we met Yulia and start to communicate with her. It was right before pandemic happened, so probably it took a little bit. We would come even earlier, but since travel was restricted, but because we had that time, we really had time to like process the information she gave to us, since we were not sure where exactly we want to live. Like I want to live, let's say, in the north of Italy, and Sergey, he want to be like in Tuscany, and Julia, she gave all that information. She sent us all options available for our budget. So we could imagine what we can have in north of Italy, what will be around. Yeah, so it was also like good that because we have time to process all this information, Julia, and Julia gave like a really good review of all possible variants.
And why did you decide to rely on her for your research?
We kind of we spoke a couple times on the internet, and just she really, kind of. It seems like for us, it seemed like she's a really nice girl, and she always answering the questions, so trying to do the best. And we thought, oh, that's the best person we can ever have to do this deal.
I'm so glad of hearing that.
Mm-hmm. She's very professional. She responds right away.
And she knows pretty much, I told her, she knows everything about the Italy, about how to do the deal, how to make this, make that, so everything. So she's a perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one last question. You told me that you were also looking for a property in the north of Italy, so in the area of Como. But why did you finally decide for Orvieto?
Just when we came to Como, because we live here in the United States, we live by the ocean. It's like 200 meters from the ocean.
Okay. And
it's during the summertime, it's really hot, and humidity is incredible. It's almost like a 90-something%. It's really hard to live during the summertime. And we came to the Como, and pretty much the same. It's not really hot. It was not really hot, but anyway, just this kind of humidity is. But so we did, and so we decided to actually just my dream was a Tuscany.
Okay.
So, but when I came to Orvieto, I from the first moment, I in love in Orvieto, because it seems like it's my own city. I don't know why. Maybe just in the previous life I was I lived in the city.
What about the property? Do you remember your first feeling during the visit?
Yes, when we stepped into the apartment, first my impression was it's so light, it's so sunny, it's so cozy, and I like it right away. It's really feel like home. And Sergey, he has his own point.
Yeah, it's really beautiful apartment. It's not very big, but it's really cozy. So, and we're gonna make it really cozy. Okay, and the second and most important part, it's like was maybe how many, maybe 50 meters from Duomo.
Okay.
So you stepped out from your home and you're almost there. You need just to make like 50 steps, and here's the Duomo. And you can enjoy the beauty of the beautiful and most. I don't know how to describe it. It's
you like
incredible
in center of the life, in the center, because even during our last visit, it was concert right in front of Duomo, and it was like classic music.
Very convenient.
Yeah, and we just stepped out from our apartment, and in 2 minutes we was on the plaza, and it was like just amazing concert on under
the stars are shining.
On the shining stars in front of Duomo, and it's so beautiful. And it just took us like step out from our home, and you're right there in the center of everything. So it's really like it was amazing.
So basically, this is precisely what we were looking for, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, one last question, just to close our interview. In the light of your experience with Great Estate, would you like to recommend Great Estate to our international clients that are looking for a house in Italy?
I already did. When I told my friends and colleagues just about the what we're trying to get the apartment, we're trying to buy and all that stuff, so they immediately started to ask me, oh, just can you give us the just any connections or website? So I gave them the website. So I said, I'm unable. They said, can you look for us something like apartment or house? I said, no, just guys, you better just make a deal with these guys. They're really perfect. They're professionals and they know what they do. They have a perfect website, so you can choose whatever you want and make a deal. So, and I can help you. I can invite you to my apartment and you can stay there and go around and do whatever you want. I already did maybe, I don't know, at least 3 people already.
And Mariana,
about.
And Mariana, I also want to tell that not only Julia is a really great person to work with, I also want to mention Barbara and Mark.
Yeah.
And they really, and the whole team worked together perfectly because we were in different places, and we deal with also other your agents. And the final was Barbara and Mark, and they really so nice people, and we really enjoyed to deal with them very much, and they did great job. We signed when we went to sign the contract with the notary.
It was so easy, and it was a really pleasure to work with these guys. So Barbara and Mark, they're amazing. It's really amazing. We didn't expect that. So when we came to the apartment, and we didn't expect it was a late flight, and we arrived in Riyadh in afternoon and everything. So we didn't know so we need some pillows or blanket or something. And when we came in the apartment, it was done already. So we didn't do anything. It's already done. It's already prepared as a welcome. So it's so perfect. So the guys are really amazing. They're really amazing.
Yeah.
And
we see that Barbara also...
They're like magicians. You need to think about it, and they create whatever you want.
And Barbara also introduced us to the city of Riyadh, and she gave us a history, and it's really was very interesting to know about city as well, because we've never been in Riyadh before. And on top of you start to knowing the city. It's also very important. And Barbara really was a great,
she planted a seed of love in Riyadh. So that's what she did. She planted the seed of love. So we in love in Riyadh from the first sight. So it's a perfect.
In the name of my whole company, it's a real pleasure to hear these words from you. And I'm sure that Julia and Barbara will be glad as well, because you make us proud of our work, proud of our efforts. And I think this is everything that it's really important for us. And we are happy that you finally have your own place here in Italy.
I guess it's not for the last one, we hope.
Okay, we sit here, so we want, we're ready. So what else to say? I think our interview is closed, but I look forward to meet you in Orvieto and to finally meet you in person as well. In the meantime, I thank you a lot for the time you gave us and all this information and detail of your experience, which is for us really, really important. And so thank you and see you at our next interview. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So those were the words of our clients that, as you could see, are very happy and proud about their purchasing in Italy. With you, well, let's meet our next interview.